But, and let me tell you this as someone who admires Maxime Bernier and generally supports him, I wish it were otherwise, but I do not think that Maxime Bernier can mathematically be the next government. So to me, there's really only two
Yeah.
mathematical choices: Justin Trudeau or Pierre Poilievre. And those are the two pragmatic choices, and therefore I will, between those choices, choose Pierre Poilievre. Would you do differently?
Yes, I will vote for Maxime Bernier in a flash because I'm looking long term. We have to change the whole structure of this country. We can do a lot within the existing constitution, like I just proposed, as it relates to CBC, as it relates to tightening up the conflict of interest legislation, as it relates to the political parties publishing their audited financial statements of their party every year, as it relates to sovereignty and signing trade agreements and so on. We can do a lot inside the existing constitution, but we need to do more. And therefore, we have to start somewhere to begin that reform. And so I'm looking long term. And long term, the policies that are on the PPC website today, on Mr. Bernier's website, most align with my views now as a Canadian and as a former First Minister. They align most with me. I see what has happened to bilingualism, biculturalism. I see what's happening to being very, very flexible in trade agreements. I see what's happened to our immigration policy where it hasn't matched our economic policy and which has gotten out of hand. And so we have to start somewhere. And so in however many years I got left, as long as Mr. Bernier sticks with those principles that he has actually put in writing, and by the way, his expenses are right there on his website as well, his financial statements, which I'm asking the other parties to do, I will begin anew to assist him in getting, look, if he could get 3 or 4 seats and to have to be interviewed by the press to start the ball rolling, I think that would be a really good start. Mm-hmm. And having him part of the national conversation and his views could really assist. So you start small, you get a couple of seats or whatever, you get a chance to get your ideas out there, and that could lead to, over the next 2 elections, to them being a very big political force. Mm-hmm. So you got to start somewhere. The Canada is broken. Our democracy has been lost. Our charter has been broken, and therefore this is a long-term project, and we must start now with honesty and real pure system to begin rebuilding our nation. And I can't think of any better way to do it practically than through the PPC.